So I haven't ventured far, I'm just in the garden and it's a beautiful sunny day. It's not particularly warm, but it's sunny. So I thought I'd have a go at painting something from the garden. So it wouldn't take too long to, I suppose, get set up and go out and paint. I haven't got far to go. So I've got this scene here with the main house on the right and then the art studio here on the left. So, apologies if I'm standing in front of the painting, but I probably will have to at some point to keep the sun off it, maybe, just to see if it dries off too quickly. But normal story, a bit of blue and then some yellow. We'll have the side of the building quite cool on that one because that's in shadow. And there's a lot of clutter, wheelbarrows and that sort of stuff, which I shall just ignore because the light is going to change, but maybe a bit of play of warm and cool to keep it interesting. And back to yellow ochre for the main building. So we've also got light across the road, and then there's going to be a shadow coming across there. And so I'll just lose a lot of that stuff in there that I can't make out what it is. Well, I can know what it is, it's stuff that needs sorting out, which I haven't done yet. And although they're blue tiles on that roof, with the lights hitting them, they're picking up all sorts of colours. So, if I have to, I could nip into the art studio and dry this with a hairdryer. So, I'm just going to suggest those little bits of gravel where the plants are growing out of. And may end up throwing a shadow across here to make it slightly more interesting, an imaginary shadow. And we've got the gravel across here, but I probably now need to let that dry. And it shouldn't take too long to dry in this sunlight, even though the temperatures are quite cool, but in the sun it will be quite warm. Maybe before it does dry, I'll just drop in some trees on the other side of the road that are really sort of catching that sunlight. This is quite dark. There's a shadow coming off the house there, which I think I'll just take it right off the page and even connect it up to there. Just leave that light there. Again, the side of the building that's in shadow. I shall throw some blue on there. Again, there's ladders and things at the side of the building there, just maybe adds a bit of interest. So probably a good idea to paint areas that don't necessarily need sharp edges. So again, there's a bit of light catching across there. It's a woodshed. Just primal orange. I'm trying not to chase the light, but just put a slight dark in there. There's actually a tree, it's a bit further over to the side, but I've just moved it to bring it into the scene. In there. Make less of that. So I'm trying to be colourful with it. Hopefully the paper's dry enough for me to do what I've just done there. Because the light is going to disappear very quickly, it is a case of just suggest shadow on the side of that chimney there. Carried away with details, and to be fair, a lot of those details could be done later on. Let's get the main bits in. So I think I'm going to need to put a wash over that. Make that darker. Which is then going to put all of this in shadow. There was a bigger shadow earlier when I thought about coming out to paint here. So just pull that across. So if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe. There's a link in the description to my website. If those of you who like to collect artwork, I've got, well, my wife's actually doing the website for me, and she's put a load of paintings on there on the clearance gallery. We've got way too many paintings in stock, so it's high time we start to sell some paintings. And thank you very much to those of you who bought paintings recently. I've sent paintings to America and Australia and Portugal. So they're going all over the place, which is great. So if you want to add to your art collection, have a look at my website, see if there's anything there for you, and add to your collection. So let's get back to the video. Let's switch to the Escoda, slightly pointier end, and a much thicker paint. Wait for that to dry before I put any of those details of the building in. That probably needs to be a little bit darker. Forgot to bring out a spray bottle. Rooftop, which is odd because I know they're kind of grey slate. But when the sun is shining on them, it's much more interesting than that. So this is what you don't get from your photographs. All these watercolours. So I think to increase the drama a little bit, I'm going to go a little bit darker in there. Maybe but we need the connection. It's so difficult without a hairdryer when you're used to painting with a hairdryer. Speed things up. It will possibly encourage slightly different marks. So let's try and get those doorways in. So there's a door, there's a window, another doorway there. Some bits of wood stacked up against the wall. It's a bit purple. I think we could do going a bit darker on there. So it's too early to go in there because it's while we're waiting for this to dry, if I try and stand out of the way, it will dry quicker. We've got these roses climbing up the wall. A bit of light shining on the door there. Let's try and get that curve of that gravel in maybe. That's what I find is the problem when you're waiting for things to dry, you end up just playing. You're not patient like me. But I think we could get away with a shadow there. So start putting a few details. Not too much. So it's a fairly strong dark under the eaves there, which I will break up and soften in the shadows. Let's have another go with these doors. A workshop in there. It's just the wheelbarrow. The box that goes on the back of the camper van. Piece of wood, not sure what to do with that. So maybe try and suggest some of that stonework. I rendered these walls probably about 3-4 years ago, probably 3 years ago. And I got appendicitis afterwards. I think I bust a gut. But thankfully, a lot of the work here is done now. did have a few stones on this side as well. I want to try and capture the character of the house. And these are little trees that Kate has planted in. Oh, they might be big trees one day. Slightly, which there is there, a taller tree or two, just acts as a bit of a stop and just puts something there. I suppose I could be artistic and put a couple of roses in maybe. Before I do that, just seeing a little bit of light catching on the end of that gutter, which is quite nice, bit of blue. And there's a wisteria growing up there, around the side of the house. Just here, Kate's got lots of roses, which perhaps quite nice to put that there. Take that tape off. So once it's dried, maybe got a couple of birds in the sky, sign it. There's quite a few possible scenes here that just need to figure out how to paint them. There's a rose archway here. That probably work quite well. But it's been a building site here for many years where we've been working, doing stuff. There's a scene there possibly with a cherry tree. Could work. But that'll do for today. So there you go, hopefully you enjoyed that, and see a little bit of the French sunshine in December. That's still hopeful for snow, but don't mind a bit of sunshine occasionally. So I'll share all the images on tier 2 on Watercolour part of the website, so if you want to give it a go, you're more than welcome. There you go, hopefully you enjoyed that. Please do hit the like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description and watch this video next if you enjoyed this one, because you're going to love this one.